Today on CityCast Austin, June is upon us at last, and that means it's time to prepare yourself for summer, lock into your favorite pool, and get into some Pride events, even though Austin also celebrates Pride in August. We're rolling out our monthly guide. Think of this as your to-do list, but strictly for fun things. And if you're just now discovering CityCast Austin, hello! Tune in every morning to our daily podcast where I bring you all of the latest on this beautiful, crazy town. It's Thursday, May 29th. I'm Nikki Devon, and this is what Austin's talking about. Hey, y'all. I am here with Adam Marr, my boo, a therapist who describes herself as a slayer of sexual shame and a defender of pleasure. Hey, Adam.
Hi, Nikki. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And executive producer, Eva Ruth Moravec. Hey, Eva Ruth.
Hola. Hello, hello.
So it is already June. So I'm going to get right into it. First of all, Austin does its Pride celebration in the month of August, at least for now. And there's a lot of reasons. We listed those reasons in our Hey Austin newsletter. But the rest of the world celebrates Pride Month in June. There are still some smatterings of things happening in and around Austin to celebrate Pride in June. And I want to know what's on y'all's list. Adam, you want to go first since you are our guest?
Hotspot.
Yes. Come on, ladies first. The thing that I'm really excited about is the Majestic Ball at Paramount Theater, which is on June 21st at 8 p.m.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. It has a mythological mayhem theme this year, which sounds absolutely delicious to me.
Ooh.
What are you going to wear?
Oh my gosh. I am such a bougie girl. I'll probably wear something Versace. Nikki already knows.
This thing loves her Versace. The Majestic Ball is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I think it's its third year. And
they're going to have this year as a guest, they're going to have Kennedy Davenport from Drag Race. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let's get into this. So the Majestic Ball is put on by Diamond Dior Davenport, also with the icon Natalie Lepore, the House of Lepore is the only house in Austin that puts on balls on a regular basis. And for those of you that don't know what balls are, we're talking voguing balls, like Vogue, Paris is Burning, incredibly gay. Balls, but they'll have a ball. They have like categories. They have live performances. It's a good time. And
yeah.
So fun. I didn't even know that Austin had balls. That's how sheltered and straight I am.
And I think for people who are wanting to have an experience that's more queer than gay, going to an event like this is going to help you have that embodiment of that experience.
Totally.
It's going to be way different than just going to a gay club.
Or going to a parade or a festival.
Yes. There are all these categories. So you can sign up to walk in all these categories. So it's death drops and all kinds of things. And, there's $5,000 in cash prizes. So you can also get you some money.
Yeah, you can really see the children give it.
Yeah, it's amazing. The Majestic Ball is probably one of my favorite events, period. And it gets better every single year. So, that's a really good start, actually. That's awesome. What about you, Eva Ruth?
Well, there's a lot happening that I was kind of surprised. I didn't realize that Austin did so much in June. But if you're looking for kind of more of the parade, the Pride Parade and Festival vibe, there's actually one in Round Rock on June 7th, and you can participate in that. Go check it out, see some people there. There's the Rainbow Skate Pride Month Edition at Playland on June 24th with, I feel like we say DJ Chorizo Funk's name all the time on this podcast.
I mean,
we're always talking about things that they're playing at.
They're amazing.
And surprise guests. So that's $14. And I don't know, I love a skating rink in the summer. I think it's a great way to spend some time, regardless of what you're celebrating.
My husband's family owned a roller skating rink in Louisiana, and it would be so funny when we would visit because he'd be like, oh, we just own this. This motherfucker would put on his skates and just sashay all over the place. And I'm just trying to stay on two legs.
A minute! How did I not know this? Eva Ruth had a roller skating birthday last year.
And it was perfect.
It was
Yes.
perfect. It
So
really
much
was.
fun. I will definitely do it again.
Austin has adult skate night that my little sister goes to almost whenever she's in town every Tuesday. She goes to adult skate night.
Yeah. Austin Public Library actually has programming all throughout June. And it's just intentional in the selections that they picked for the book and film clubs, which I thought was really great. And then they have a Pride celebration at the Ruiz branch on June 21st. And then the Umlauf is actually doing two things for Pride, which in June, which sound awesome. There's the
Yeah.
After Dark Pride Night on June 3rd, and they're going to have music and a drag show, aerial performances, karaoke, food and drink, and the Umlauf grounds. If you haven't been, they're near Barton
Beautiful.
Springs.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. Tricky to park at, but yeah.
Fat Bottom performed at one of the Umlauf's Pride nights. It was really fun. It was
So
really,
cool.
yeah, it's really fun.
And it's just a joy to say. It sounds like a German person climaxing.
Where's Umlauf? That's awesome.
I can make that
Yeah, it
joke.
does.
I'm German. My people made hot potato salad. So don't come for me, Nikki's internet.
So how do you say it? We need to hear you say Umlauf now.
Oh, I'll just be like, if I was like a German orgasming, Umlauf.
Oh,
It's so,
look at that.
so gay. It's so gay.
Can't tell if it's a pleasureful or a painful expression, honestly.
It's the same one
Just
in that
German.
culture, baby.
Yeah, it's just German. Very German. And the other thing that the Umlauf is having is a Pride, Family Pride Day on June 8th. They're going to have a queer comic workshop with Ripley LaRue and a lot of other
love this.
activities. So, yeah.
I love that. My favorite Pride thing to do, period, whether it's in June or August, is Queer Bomb. And similar to what Adam was saying, if you lean more towards queer, you know what I mean, which is, in my opinion, a more encompassing term, Queer Bomb is great. It's a parade that starts with a small rally and ends with a dance party. And it's one day, it's June 7th, and it's everybody dressed up or dressed in as little clothing as possible because it's hot. But it's like you see all of the gayest, queerest, most beautiful people that we have in this city. It's diverse. You see a little bit of everybody. And then you go and everybody dances with little to no clothing on. So I don't know. It's just one of my favorite things.
Yeah. And I think for people who maybe this is new, right? Like, because some people are coming out for the first time.
Yeah,
they maybe
that's
have
true.
never done an event like this. It can
Mhm.
feel overwhelming and scary. And something I teach people in therapy is like, one, get you some friends that are extroverts who are going to help take care of you in that. But also understand too that like people are coming to have an experience that's going to be like open and fun. Like people are there because they want to have a good time. So if any of your anxiety is like kind of creeping up on you, something to keep in the back of your head is like, man, everyone here is just wanting to have a good time. So let me chill. Let me like pull myself back from the edge.
That's really smart.
Yeah. So everybody, you have plenty of opportunities to do things in June for Pride. And for those of you that aren't sure why Pride is in June everywhere else, it's because it commemorates the Stonewall riots that happened in 1969. But it's actually a really wonderful like story of resilience and
Mhm.
riot and fight and, you know.
Yeah. And we owe Pride celebration to not only Stonewall, but a bisexual woman who was like, we got to commemorate Stonewall the year after
Exactly.
it happened. And it's like, come on, bisexuals, thank you for contributing to the community.
Listen, so shout out, you know, real quick to our gay ancestors and our queer ancestors for making it so we can wear rainbows and dance half naked in the street and do all of the things that we can do now. And speaking of half naked,
Yeah.
so getting in the water is one of the best ways to deal with summer heat. Everybody knows this. This is a vast generalization, but you cannot live in Texas and survive in this heat if you're not willing to at least stick your feet in some water or have somebody sprinkle some water on you even. Because, you
Yeah.
know, pools ain't for everybody. And they are not often the easiest thing to get into. But getting into the water is one of the best ways to deal with the summer heat. You have to find what's best for you and what works for you. So sometimes it's good to try different options and figure out what your new favorites might be and what works for you. And we have some perfect tips and hacks and tricks for you. Eva Ruth, you want to go first this time?
Oh, sure. I'm born and raised in Central Texas, and I love our summers, but I love to be in the water. I love to be in cold water. I went to Deep Eddy the other day just to check it out for the season. Deep Eddy Pool's lovely. It's spring fed. It has like a pool shape and a pool bottom. So if you don't like touching things, like Nikki doesn't like touching things on the bottom,
I don't like the seaweed. I'm sorry.
Deep Eddy has one side that's like a zero depth. You can kind of scooch in as you are warming up, which is a nice sensation. Or they have like a deep end part where you can jump in and splash around, and also lanes. But it's off of Lake Austin Boulevard. It's near Mopac. There's a small parking lot, but it is a little bit tricky. And then Barton Springs is our other local spring-fed, beautiful pool, and it's such a popular place to be in the summer. There's actually this like shuttle that picks people up at the different parking lots and takes them to Zilker and to the different parts around the park, and it's free. So if you're looking at how to get down there, that's one way that's sort of a reasonable way. But Barton Springs does close for cleaning on Thursdays. Nikki, I thought you would be happy to know that they scrub the seaweed every Thursday, and they like collect it all. I saw a video. There's like a whole like gross pile of the algae that they take somewhere and do something with. So
That is disgusting.
I know. But I love the cold spring-fed water. It's both of those are 68 degrees, and they just feel so good on a summer day. There's a lot of watering holes around Central Texas, like Hamilton Pool out in Dripping Springs, which is really pretty. It looks like it's like something from a fairy tale, but you do have to reserve it, so you have to check their website. So get an enormous pool bag. I need one. Put it in your car or by the door with a towel, your swimming suit, whatever you need, sunscreen, a hat, and you're ready whenever the adventure hits.
What about you, Adam?
So one of my favorite things to do, because she's very sexy and has a lot of dates, is to do like pool dates. And one time I took one of my little frisky friends. I rented a private pool. You can do that through this app.
Swimply, yes.
Swimply, yeah.
Ooh.
And I told him, bring 3 Speedos and we're going to do like a little photo shoot in this very nice pool. And let me tell you, that date was so gorgeous and so fun because he was like an outdoorsy guy, which listeners, that is not moi. So I was like,
so you're on Nikki's side of like, thank you for your gross pool recommendations. We're going to be in the chlorine.
Yes,
thank you so much.
I want to be where there's like a waterfall and like a twink to serve cocktails.
Yes.
But it was such a fun date. Yeah. And just have such a time. And you make this like cute little memory of your experience. And you get to like hold on to that. It's very delicious. Other recommendation I have is similar to what you were saying about like a little bit outside of the city. If y'all have not been to Wimberley, Blue Hole is this like gorgeous little water hole where you can reserve for half a day. So they cap how many people go. So you don't have to like fight humans just to like get a little bit of water. And you can rent a gorgeous like stone picnic table or an umbrella that's like closer to the water so you can like relax and read. And when we did this last summer, I mean, the most gorgeous human being like set us up. And I was just like in awe of her. I was like, oh my gosh, you're the answer of my mom's prayers of 20 some years. Like she pulled out that carabiner and just had her umbrella up. And,
she was ready. She had a pocket knife, corkscrew on it.
I do love a handy woman. Listen.
And you can bring food, water, all these things with you. So it was just a really nice, like, fun time. I recommend buying a block of tickets and just inviting a bunch of people with you.
Ooh,
like,
that's fun.
Make a whole playlist for your car, set the whole vibe up.
Sometimes I just need the chlorine. I just need it. I love a hotel pool, right? I like being poolside. Somebody bring me food, bringing me beverages. It's like the easiest way for me to feel like I'm at a resort, in quotation marks, when I am absolutely not. The Fairmont is still my favorite pool in the city, my like hotel pool, rooftop hotel pool. It's huge. The area is always really pretty and clean. You can get a day pass for $45, and the bathrooms that are associated with the pool are clean. You can use Resort Pass to find out about any of the hotel day passes around the city, but Fairmont is my favorite by far. You start out your day in the cold side. When the sun goes down, you go over to the heated side, and then there's also a big ass hot tub. It's my brand of my
Yes.
brand of like a pool day.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of umbrellas. You can rent cabanas. I like the Fairmont, but also when I'm trying to just like do a little quick pool day with my friends that maybe have kids, Bartholomew Pool is really, really wonderful. So they have like 24 lanes. They have a splash pad for kids. And then also sometimes they have nighttime events too at Bartholomew
Nice.
Pool.
And that's just a city pool?
It's just a city pool.
That's awesome.
It's what's called Regional Aquatic Facilities.
Awesome.
Wow, so fancy.
That's what the city calls them.
Our regional aquatic facilities. It is part of our public services here in
It is.
Austin.
And these facilities include Bartholomew, Barton Springs, Deep Eddy, Garrison Park, Northwest Park, Springwoods. All of these parks
There's
are
tons. Yeah.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
tons of these just like city parks that you can go pop into. If you are a resident of Austin, it's like $5.
Mhm.
Less for kids. Some kids are free. And you can go and be there all day.
Getting some water. So many options.
Getting some water. So, if you can, if you're able to get
Mhm.
into some water, y'all. It's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to be an abnormally high summer. I don't know what that could possibly mean in Texas, but
It means I'm going to be out there giving it to the children.
Speedo. Just take it, get it. Ooh,
Nice.
bam. Speaking of which, how are we going to prepare? How are we going to prepare for being out here this summer? My entire fashion identity changes in summertime. And so in order to get into some of this fashion, some self-care is required for myself, maybe not for everybody, but we wanted to talk about some of the secrets of having your best summer here in Austin. Adam, how do you prepare? How do you prep for summer?
How you get your body together. Well, first of all, listeners, if you can't tell, I am a shade of white that is ghastly white. So sunblock and moisturizer. You can find a moisturizer with like a little SPF help to just get you through like the regular, like whether you're going out in the sun all day or not. So one thing to keep in mind too, for all my girlies that are medicated, is that the sun can change your like medications if you leave them like in your car. That's not going to be good. And you want to be like aware if your medication is going to impact how you feel in the sun. So make sure if you want some mental health medications that you check that out, because I don't want you out here having to deal and sweat through whatever challenges will come from that.
That's a great point.
That is a really good point.
And the thing to think about too is in the summer in Texas, it is dusty and crusty, and your feet are gonna be feeling that. So I'm a big fan of getting like some very hydrating lotion and making sure you like get these feet together, put some socks on, take a little sleep, because what you don't want to have happen, again, as a sex therapist, you don't want to have like your boo thing over and it feels like a day at the beach with your like crackly, sandy,
Trying
hard
to play
feet.
footsie.
Yeah,
Ripping up the sheets.
you don't want to give them an
Snuggling.
an exfoliation that they did not pay for.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I could not agree more. Along those lines, once it becomes sandal / flip flop season, I stay getting pedicures. It's just my own preference. I do not like my feet looking raggedy. It needs to go with my aesthetic, and my aesthetic for the summer is a girl that has a mani and a pedi.
Yes.
Summer.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I like Dream Spa on Airport. In my
Yes.
opinion, gives one of the best mani-pedis in the city, Dream Spa. So on my toes, during the summer, I really, really like bright colors. I'll go from hot pink to like a really hot, bright coral color.
Mhm.
And then I like to round out the summer with thought white.
Ooh. I usually go for shades of blue. because I love the way a blue toenail looks in the water.
Same. Yep.
I'm kind of like a festival girly, so I'm like in that era for myself. And now when I go for like my little boo thing, I'm like, what you wearing? Because we gonna coordinate and be disgusting. So I might be like picking colors that like complement each other so people know what's up.
What about you, Eva Ruth? How's some ways that you prep?
Okay, I am of a certain age, and I've always been into shaving my pits, my smoothness ready, okay? But this year I have decided to level up. I have been influenced by several runners in my life who have given me a bunch of shit about just try laser. And for me, that was terrifying. Like, there's no way, but I was influenced by something else. I felt like the New York Magazine Strategist. It's this stupid list that comes out all the time, and they recommend amazing things. And they're like, oh, if you're going to get a laser hair removal for at home, here's the one to get. And I was like, okay, yes, let's try it. It was on sale. I got it, and I actually have used it on my pits for the first time.
What? Yes!
I know. Thank you.
What do you think?
It was the initial beginning was terrifying.
Right.
Once you figured it out, once you figure out how to make it work and how it feels, it's nothing. It's so
nothing.
easy.
It's so easy.
I'm excited. I feel like I'm in a new era of no more shaving my pits.
Yes.
Could be huge for me.
I wish we had an applause track.
Thank you.
Let me tell y'all how much I love laser. If it's something that is accessible to you, I highly recommend laser hair removal.
Look at us. Look at us growing up. And so to process that, my good friend just gave me this pass, which I cannot wait to use. It's for a float session. Have y'all heard about these?
Oh, nice.
So there's some place called True Rest Austin. It's on, the South one is on Manchac. And she gave me a 60-minute float session. And flotation therapy, apparently, it's like really good for stress relief and relaxation. And an hour sounds like a really long time, but I'm curious to try it out. Like, I think this, zero gravity environment is supposed to be very therapeutic. So, Adam, what do you know about this? You're the professional here.
Yes. I think, giving people can really enjoy some of that time, especially if you're going in thinking, oh, this is something to give myself. So if you're going and thinking it's going to be pleasing, you can think, what do I want to think about? What do I want to have this experience be? And allow it just to immerse, just to be present in it. So often in life, we are so used to planning things and managing things, and just to have rest to the point where your whole body doesn't have to feel like it is working against gravity. It's dang, this is nice to just do something for myself and just be present in myself. So it could be really a lovely experience.
Yeah.
I love that. I can't wait to hear all about it, honestly.
I'm excited.
Because I keep seeing commercials for it. And I'm like, could I do that?
No agenda for a whole hour sounds crazy in this day and age, and also kind of freeing.
And I do love the idea of preparing for summer with rest.
Right. Yeah,
because we do tend to be busier in the summer. I do like that. So aside from my manis and petties,
yes, what else do you do to prepare?
I have some pretty standard stuff that I do every year, but I think I like to remind people. Sunscreen. I swear personally by Black Girl sunscreen for myself because it works without the white chalky shit that gets all over my face anytime I use any other type of sunscreen. Sometimes I end up looking 3 shades lighter than I actually am. It's like, is this going to calm down? But so I swear by Black Girl sunscreen for myself, but also Aveeno Protect and Hydrate is another go-to for me. And they have SPF 60. And, I buy new sunscreen every year, but that's because I wear sunscreen every single day. It's
applause
not
track.
Yeah, it's not just for when I'm going to be out in the sun a lot. And no, honestly, it took me a very long time to get into sunscreen because I was one of those Black people that didn't think that you got sunburn when you're Black, but turns out you do. So I buy new sunscreen every summer.
Yeah.
Also, just extra sunglasses. Because here's the thing. I'm not trying to be wasteful, but you gonna lose your sunglasses.
Yeah.
Just are. I have them at home. I have them at my sister's house. If Adam would let me, I'd have them at his house. I have sunglasses everywhere. Similar to what Eva Ruth said, I keep a bag in my car, a little kit. So like it has a towel, a swimsuit, a hat, sunglasses, Pedialyte or Noon tablets, an extra water bottle, and it stays in my car during the summer. So I'm ready. If someone calls me in the middle of the day and they're like, we're going to such and such pool, I got my little bag with me already.
I'll be there in 5.
And I make Nicole give me a swimsuit, and I keep her swimsuit in there too. So we're just always ready to go. Also, last 2 things, Chub Rub or some sort of anti-chafing gel. If any of your body rubs against another part of your body,
yes,
regardless of who you are, get you some sort of anti-chafing, like a stick. They've got these really good like roll-on sticks. They've got gels that they turn into like powder. I'm telling you, it'll make things better. There's nothing
It'll make you happier.
worse. It'll make you happier. And then my last thing, I scream from the rooftops, Lord Jesus, everybody, please listen to me. A fan. A hand fan. Everybody, please just buy several hand fans because you're gonna lose those too. You can go to the hair store and get them for like $2. You can get a $2 hand fan at the hair store. Take them everywhere. Keep them in your car. It is a lifesaver. I cannot say that enough. Please, Jesus, get some fan. I keep extra fans with me because I can't tell you how many times I'll be out and about and some very sweet, fair-skinned Caucasian person is just
dying.
so red and they're just dying. And I'm just like, honey, take
not
this
on my
fan.
watch.
Take that, not on my watch. Take this fan and fan yourself. You look like you're about to pass out.
Nikki, why are you lying on this podcast? You know how many times I've seen you have fans be fanning you? I've got Nikki, and I look around and people are like, keep this precious cargo cool down. Not today.
But they're using my fan that I have given them to be like, fan me. I'm about to pass out. Somebody, Jesus.
Fan
The
me.
princess is struggling. Fan me. I'm telling you, I got
That
so
is
many
hysterical.
fans. I know I have at least 3 fans in my car right now. I found a fan the other day, a beautiful fan. Like, people lose their fans all the time. So I don't mind giving them out because probably
They come back around.
they come back around.
Are they losing them when you're around? Because that's stealing.
I don't know why everybody's always losing their fans
It's
around
so
me.
weird. They're mysteriously leaving these fans so close to me or in my
They always
purse.
leave them in my purse. I
It's
don't know
so
what's happening.
weird. It's so weird. I'm
Okay.
telling y'all, fans are a lifesaver.
They are. Back in the day, I would get like cheap, cute bathing suits on at Target. I know we're not doing Target right now.
Right.
We're not doing Shein because of the tariffs. Where are we getting our cheap, fashionable swimsuits this year?
Old Navy.
Old Navy.
I would say Old Navy.
Back to that.
So here's
Back
the
to
thing.
the basics.
Back to the basics. It used to be, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I hate to even say it so that it's on record, but it used to be Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that genuinely, like you just don't have the money and you need some cheap stuff that's going to last you and you don't mind Walmart, I'm telling you, Walmart has some cute swimsuits. But if you have just a little bit more money, a little bit more than Walmart money, you can go to Old Navy. And Old Navy got some cute little swimsuits, for real. And all sizes, size inclusive. So from small to 4X. Online.
Because I'm a little bougie girl, I might go on Etsy and look around at like some like artists who are making things and get something that might cost a little bit more, but it's going to be more unique and it's going to like go directly to the artist rather than big box stores.
Great.
Look at
Great,
that.
Rex.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, you could always just go to Hippie Hollow. So then you don't have that
That's
problem,
Hey!
period.
Go to Hippie Hollow. Leave the suit behind.
You don't need a suit. You don't
Use your at-home laser hair removal product
Yes.
first.
or
or don't.
to Hippie Hollow.
No one will care either way.
Yeah. I feel like we have given you guys a lot of things to think about.
So many things.
And a lot of options to kickstart your summer for June. Please keep us informed with what y'all get into. We love to hear from you. Love to see what y'all are, out and about doing. doing. Send us pictures of your pedicures because, you know, I'm nosy. I'm nosy. Not like that, Adam. I don't.
So Nikki's like, send us your feet pics.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. No,
Send
do
me
not
all the feet pics.
I take it back. My bad. I just want to see some pedicures.
That's what they all say, Nikki. That's what they all say, baby.
Oh my God, it's so funny. You know what? Little known fact about me, I hate feet. I hate touching my own feet. So every time I go, and I'm ticklish. So every time I go for a pedicure, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing where I'm just like scrunched up in my chair and apologizing constantly.
This is so relaxing.
Yeah. Adam, thank you so much for being here with us. I appreciate you for being here. This has been awesome.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. And if y'all are interested in learning more, I'm at Moon Tower Counseling on Instagram, online, in the world, in the streets, wherever you find me.
Yeah.
Awesome. In the private pools.
In the private pools, yes. Eva Ruth, thank you so much for being here with me today, too. This is awesome, y'all.
Where else would I share my growth secrets?
Oh, my God. Oh, God. All right, Austin, we'll see y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
That's all for today here on CityCast Austin. You can find links to Adam's work and social media in our show notes. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our Hey Austin newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye, y'all.